Last fall, two great folks from Visit Portland, Lila and Marcus, visited me here in Washington. They wanted to talk to me about Portland, a place I hadn't visited in 6 years. And I'm a willing traveler, so like Lewis and Clark, who went out west before me, I went with eyes wide open. But there's an edge to this city that I really love. It's at once incredibly ambitious and smart, with a laid-back tune. It's sort of like if that crazy outdoor guy, Bear Grylls, and say Tina Fey had a love child. And that love child went to school out west and studied green architecture and crafted his own hemp socks and beer, and then he made deliveries on his bike. That's Portland. So I headed to Portland recently and fell in love with this city all over again. And like we always do on Go Stories, we give you 3 reasons why you should go right now. Reason number 1, food and booze. Portland has become quite the food and booze scene, with the nearby Willamette Valley providing amazing food straight to chef's kitchen. And star chefs are everywhere, including top chef Naomi Pomeroy, who indulged me as I barged into her exciting little restaurant called Beast one night.
We have an amazing food scene here. We have tons of fresh produce that we find at the farmers markets and a lot of great restaurants here in Portland. My restaurant's a very small restaurant. We have 24 seats. We do 2 seatings a night, 6-course fixed menu, so there's no choices at all. We just use whatever is freshest and best at the time.
And then, of course, there's booze. Portlanders are passionate about it, but they're even more passionate about making it. So I headed over to a brand new spot called Cascade Brewing Barrel House to chat about their sour beers. And I met Ron, the brewmaster, and also my man Preston, the cellar master and blender, and they poured many beers for me. Like, many beers. So when it came time for me to interview Preston, I forgot to turn on my cool new microphone. Basically, here's what Preston said. Mike, you're one of the coolest guys I've ever met, and I know you like beer, so, like anytime you come to Portland, bring lots of friends from DC, and you can drink free beer for days. It's all on me. And again, did I tell you I think you're really, really cool? Anyway, that's what it sounded like to me at the time. Moving on, reason number 2 to visit Portland, the great outdoors. Check this out. It's steaming hot back home in DC, and I'm on the Clackamas River in class 3 and 4 rapids. It's 60 degrees, and the water is a chilly snowmelt. See me? I'm the one screaming for my mom, but also grinning from ear to ear. And I thought it was great that our river guide was Anthony Bourdain. Okay, his name is Peter, and he's the owner of Blue Sky Rafting. The dude has been riding these gorgeous waters for years, and he navigated us through the river like a Manhattan taxi driver. It was a complete rush. Oh, and check this out. I'm not on K2 or Kilimanjaro. Anyway, I'm at just above Timberline, heading toward Mount Hood. I'm about 2 miles from the summit. The views are sick, the temperatures are in the 30s and 40s, and the accommodations at historic Timberline Lodge are rustic and perfect. And Hood is only 90 minutes from Portland. And finally, reason number 3 to visit Portland, it's just a wildly creative city. Case in point. There's this group of cyclists called the Zoo Bombers, and every Sunday night they drink some beer and bike down a really steep hill. Well, the city created a living tribute to their escapades. And then my soul was saved when I discovered the 24-hour Church of Elvis on Burnside Street. It's not really a church. It's a 24-hour arcade that tells my fortune as long as I keep feeding it quarters. But the Church of Elvis is at the heart of what makes this city so quirky and fun. So in the end, the Portland guys were right. Portland has changed, and for the better. There's some of the best food on the planet, great outdoor stuff, and still enough whack jobs to keep this city edgy. It's a place where you'll learn to chill and still feel incredibly alive.